is a good sign.
So something's happening. So
I don't know what. With a walk with Russia, it stopped raining. Sort of out with a lot later than it should have been. Yesterday, I don't think it stopped for 2 days. Relentless, nothing but rain. Allegedly, we've got a couple of days of dryness ahead of us. So the last 2 days as well, it's been a bit of a non-eventful day as far as excitement goes, but I've been upgrading a load of software on a couple of PCs, or my laptop and a PC, which has just taken forever and ever and ever. Just really time consuming. Is that? Can't tell what's going on with that. Yeah, that, and then I'm sort of making plans, or we're making plans for our internet. So our contract that we've got, which is currently with Now TV, part of Sky, expires in a couple of weeks' time, and I'm not going to. I am going to pick up after Russia. Every time I get the camera out, she does that, doesn't she? Have you noticed? Every single time. Every time. Yeah. So it's a bit of a dilemma, because with the broadband package we've got, we can take it with us to, in inverted commas, a new address. But what I'd have to do is I'd have to renew the contract and basically sign up for another year. The whole of the broadband thing is an absolute rip-off, to be honest. You should be able to pay for it on a maximum of a monthly contract, and basically you should be able to pay for it same as a SIM card, pay as you go. Anyway, that's not the case. And the problem we've got is, if everything goes to plan, we're moving into a property that has got an internet connection, blah, 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 blah. But if our moving plans alter, and until this has all happened, everything could go tit-shaped up. Because until all of the buyer's money is in our account and we've transferred the money into the other account, everything could still go wrong. So to cut long story short, what I'm doing is I'm just going to get a mobile device just to use as a temporary thing for, all being well, a couple of months. So basically the new routers have arrived, which I'll show in a minute. It's a different one than I've normally been using. I've normally used a Huawei, but I've gone for a slightly more modular one, and all being well, we'll get a SIM card for it and limp along for a while until the house moves. So the internet should still remain with us for another 5 weeks, something like that. So yeah, so when I get back, as and when Russia stops sniffing, when we get back, I need to look at that box. I can get some potatoes peeled and blah blah blah. Think about tea for Sandra when she gets home. Come out for a walk with Russia, and most of the walk is spent just Russia sniffing away. Alright, so back inside. Trying to do this with one hand. So this is the MiFi router, basically, where a SIM card can go into here. Russia. And they're all much the same, but this one has got the extra LAN ports on the bottom there. I don't know if you can see that or not. So because my home network here, it's a little bit complicated, and there's quite a lot of LAN cables going about. Russia, there's nobody at the door. I needed that facility, and it's also got the little rabbit ear aerials, the SMA external aerials that I can always add on to this. So I might do a little review on that once it's set up, just in case anybody else is looking for a system. And also, this is then portable as well, so it's literally unplug and plug and take with us. And as well, as long as we can get a phone signal on the SIM card, which will probably end up being Smarty, we can just take this over to Lincolnshire. So when we're in between broadband providers or whatever, we've got this, and I can also use this if need be in the caravan as well. So say I have had a Huawei unit in the past, and I've just decided to go for a different one. So I will plug this in shortly and get it configured. I've not got a smarty card yet though, a SIM card I should say, which goes on the side. Hey now, Sandra. So we thought we'd have a sit by the log burner, because you don't often see our log burner, which is something. Sorry, I've got this stupid dog. Rush it. Right. No idea what's going on with Russia today. So she has had a walk. We managed to get out of the rain, and then the rain came down. And I've got a headache, Sandra. I've just had too much IT stuff going on. But are you happy with something, what I produced the goods for you?
I think so. Bear in mind, a long way, some way to go still, but I've not been able to email normally from my normal email account for something like 2-3 years now. Anyway, Neil's finally come up with a solution that means I can send emails again, so it's a huge relief, because it's also the one I used for business as well. It's been really tricky. So
we were with Sky for our internet for a good number of years, and then it was almost like our outgoing mail servers, our SMTPs, have been blacklisted, even though they've been freed up, and you can go in and you can renew your IP addresses and all that. But we got onto Sky and they said there's no problem. And
we also changed hosting providers. You spoke to them, I believe. I don't know. It just seems to go on and on. And
I said there's definitely a problem with Sky.
And we can go through our own phone connection over that.
Anywhere.
Connection apart from
home.
Our home router would work.
Yeah.
On holiday it would work. In the Lewis it would work. It's just been a bit of a nightmare, really. Yeah.
So then we switched. I can't remember, it was last year, to Now TV, which are a subsidiary of Sky, part of the same company.
Same block.
Well, initially it worked, everything was all right, wasn't it? And then the blacklist came in again.
A couple of days, yeah.
So we've been limping along, and then I said to Sandra sometime, I said, Sandra, you don't remember, do you?
I do remember you waffling on about it. Yeah.
So I said, right, we'll just sack this. But then, obviously, summer came along, and house hunting came along, and we were now tied into a contract for a year. I've had a waffle about this earlier when I was dog walking.
But anyway, but as I say, we muddled through, but there's still a slight caveat that we'll see how it goes, but there's a small risk we still get blacklisted in a couple of days. Anyway, we'll see.
You won't, because
it seems unlikely.
No, it won't. So the little router that I was showing you earlier, basically, I ended up having a stress head trying to get that SIM card registered. Anyway, Sandra's registered it, got the new router. I'll try and do a little demo or review on that router if anybody's interested in it. And very early days, but it's cooking on gas, isn't it? Super fast.
I can type faster now and everything. Yeah.
So I've got no idea why, but this Now TV, Sky TV, everything was slow. It was almost like you were being watched, wasn't it? It was almost like there was not a second pause, but a millisecond pause on everything, wasn't there?
Significant pause, yeah.
I think we're being surveyed. No, not surveyed. Surveillance. What do you call it? Surveillance if you've been surveyed.
Yeah, well, my phone's a bit weird that way as well, to be honest.
All right. Anyway, we need to give somebody a happy birthday a few days early, don't we, Sandra?
We do.
And who are we going to wish a big happy birthday to?
I think you said Julie.
Julie, Dave and Julie, Killer Dave.
Julie, sorry.
Killer Dave's other half. Julie, hello? How are you there? Are you missing the nursery? I bet you're missing me, Julie, aren't you? Is she missing me, Sandra? Are you missing me, Sandra?
Well, I would, but you're here.
No, well, you've been at work. Cause you've had a best part of 2 weeks off, haven't you? So you're back at work, aren't you? Oh, well, did you manage to get into work today?
Yeah. No, I was cooking on gas day. I was in for 8:30, and I was on duty on the radio today. So I went down at 8:30, got my radio, got lots of work done. Yeah, it's all good.
You were on the radio?
Yeah, there's an alarm delay because our building's a massive building. They have a special system where if you're on call, they get if a fire alarm goes off. I'm not a validator.
I thought you meant you were like on the radio, like on the local radio, or
not that kind of radio. No,
right.
So if if they need to evacuate the whole building, and what's it called, an assembly point coordinator, and I've got my little walkie-talkie so I can find out what's going on.
I've got a problem. I'm having a bad hair day. I've had a real horrible nightmare day. 2 days running.
Well, I'm working from home tomorrow, so you can have my car.
No, it's not that. But my hair's now stuck up. Look, I need my hair cut in. I'm going to put the clippers on charge.
Again?
I have, yeah. So anyway, so should we sing happy birthday to Julie?
Why not?
Go on then.
Are we ready?
I'm ready. Hang on. Rash, are you ready?
I'm ready for another biscuit. Look at that face.
Go on then.
Happy birthday to you.
You.
Happy birthday to you.
You, Julie.
Happy birthday, dear
Julie. Happy birthday to you. What was all that about? That was fun. Unrehearsed, wasn't it? Right, so we decided we'll sit in front of our log burner because it doesn't ever feature. So over there, I think you can see that is a gas fire, like a living flame gas fire as well. And that's hardly ever used, isn't it? But we do like our log burner.
I can't believe. I just think our Sky used to sit this close to it, and I'm actually too hot.
Sit close, I know. Put a piece of bacon on the back, and we'd actually cook it. But Rash has got no interest in the fire, but so many other dogs literally had just drawn to it for some reason. Well, something else has happened today. What else has happened today? So we're not going to go into great details with our house moves and all the rest of it, but we're on this like a portal,
online
isn't it?
Portal tracker thing, yeah.
And basically these boxes
change
colour as progress is going, and we've had another one gone green today, hasn't it? Which is a good sign.
So something's happening. So
I don't know what.
I was going to give it a week, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're sort of
we're not forgotten, which is good news.
Yeah. And you can also see when our solicitor has been logging into the account as well, can't you? So we know our solicitor has been on to our house sale and our house purchase for the last 2 days running. So something is happening out there. And as I say, searches, everything is just slow motion, isn't it? It shouldn't really be.
I mean, you can request an update, but it doesn't seem to do much good, does it?
No, it's just got to be patient. I was just saying, part of this router system is, we could take the broadband with us, but if this all goes tit-shaped up, we may end up with a house with no internet, with no copper wire or fibre or anything. So, all being well, tomorrow I'm going to connect up our alarm system and our hive and all the rest of it to the new network. Yoo-hoo! And then that's it. I'm not doing any more IT. I've retired from websites and everything last year. Too time consuming.
Yeah, we could do with booking a Outlook Office 365 session with your mate who knows about such things, because that is still still needs resolving.
I don't know. Give it this time next year. We'll get a couple of new laptops and start all over again. It's probably the easiest way to do it.
This is not even that. It's like my Office 365 is just problematic. Yeah.
And so I've had a couple.
Because it's in the cloud. Getting another laptop isn't going to solve anything.
I don't use mine's. I don't use the cloud base. I don't use it. And a couple of other people have been inquiring, will we do a story about how we met?
You look weird.
I was giving him a clue.
He looks better than that when I met him. I was going to say.
Wink at me.
Huh?
Wink.
Well, now?
Yeah. So do you wink with your right eye or your left eye? Because for some reason I had the urge to wink with my left eye, but I normally wink with my right eye. That was really weird. How do you wink out there? When you have a good wink, how do you wink? Are you a right eye? Because I don't know why, but I've done it. That's a bit weird, wasn't it? Anyway, there's a story why I did that, for if we do ever tell the story. Right, it's getting late. I'm going to go and have a bath and carry this on tomorrow. This must have been one of them days. seriously.
Supposed to be trying to do a bit. Oh, Mum, by the way, says thank you for all the good wishes. She really appreciates it. So, yeah.
Yeah, so Barbara
she's doing fine.
is okay. Yeah. Rashi's doing all right. My gnomes aren't doing all right.
I'm meant to be doing a bit more on your accounts.
Never found me teddies.
I'll turn up.
You won't. Right, we'll continue this. Just picking up a bag of decent coal. Those that watch my own personal channel know I've got a lot of vlogs up about coals. So our log burner is what they call a multi-burn. So I can burn coals and logs. So I normally start the burn with some coals on the bottom and then logs on top. And I'm in a place called Hale here. It's very posh, very, very, very posh. There's a traffic warden just there. This is all resident parking. So I said to him, can I just go and get a bag? He said, go on mate, as long as you're only 2 minutes, I'll let you, I won't give you a ticket. He says, you just park on double yellows, so you got 5 minutes on double yellows. I said, what? He says, yeah, if you're on double yellows, we'll let you have 5 minutes. First time I've heard that. On a little road in Timpley. And this place, obviously, once upon a time I used to be a councillor and I used to canvass and leaflet here a lot. And the very first daffodils of the year were always on this little road that I'm on now. So here we are. Less than a week into January. And once again, the first daffodils of the year are out. And the crocuses are out. Let's have a look at some crocuses first. These are always, I don't know why, the first crocuses of the year. And then in bloom and then every year I'll put some photographs up on my socials, and every year everybody goes, good God, they're early. And then every year I turn around and say, but these are always the first daffodils I ever see. So if you're in the UK, have you got any daffodils up where you are? And I've got no idea why that one garden for many, 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 many years always has the first daffodils up and growing just after Christmas. A bit strange, isn't it? This vlog here, so this is this router here, which is all working fine and dandy. I need to connect up some of the network into here as well at some stage. And Rasha, what are you doing? Sorry, Sandra's giving you a walk, hasn't she? So Sandra's working from home, so Rasha's had a walk, and I need to vacuum the carpets and think about getting some tea on. But for now, I'm going to love and leave you. Thanks for watching.